Hello everyone, Handy Guy 2016. I've got the bow all set up and I've paper tuned it, so just wanted to go over everything so far. So I ended up using everything that came with the bow except that I didn't use the wrist wrap. I wanted to try the bow out before I put that on. I did go ahead and use the 3-point whisker biscuit style rest, and then I used my True Glow 1 pin, and I've just got a test tape on there right now till I can get that sighted in. But that's what I have on the bow so far. So the sight and the rest. Now I've squared my arrow, square level to get my rest set up. So everything is tuned. I've got the bow set at 60 pounds, which it's the typical style where you screw in your bolt top and bottom on the limb to the riser to adjust your weight, and it goes up to 70 pounds. Since I haven't shot in a while, I just went ahead and went to 60 so I can get used to everything. I built my own little paper tune stand. It's just 3/4 inch PVC with some fittings and PVC that I had laying around, nothing fancy at all. This is actually just brown paper, like butcher paper basically, and some clips on both sides to keep it in place, but it works. I used that little setup. Obviously I just put a new paper on there, but used that little setup for paper tuning to make sure that my arrow was flying straight and true. So it's paper tuned, everything's put together. I've got the stabilizer on it, all set up and ready to shoot. My only problem is that I live in town. I can't just walk out into my backyard and shoot, so I'm going to go over to a friend's house to shoot with him and get it sighted in, get some impressions on how it shoots, how it feels and everything. But so far I'm actually really liking the bow. I like the way it feels as far as just holding it, drawing it, etc. Obviously I have drawn and released it a few times here in the garage with my paper tuner and a bow and a bag, but I wouldn't really consider that shooting it. Haven't sighted it in or anything. But as far as just how it feels overall, it's got a smooth draw. It's got a nice backstop. It's an 80% let off, but it actually feels really nice to shoot. I have a release ordered, but in the time being, I'm just using the wrist wrap that came with it. Now, I did try, told you guys I was going to try my QAD drop away rest. I did try that, but I don't know if I was doing something wrong or if it's just because there's such a short distance between the string and the rest, but the QAD drop away, it wasn't dropping fast enough, and so it wasn't getting out of the way of the arrow, which was causing the arrow to mess up on the paper tune. I was getting, it would go left and then it would go right, and I couldn't seem to get it leveled out. So I went ahead and took that off and put the rest on the bow that came with it, and that rest is working out fantastic. Actually, within a couple shots I had it paper tuned good, and so now we're ready to just get out and do some actual target shooting with it. Also, I messed around with the quiver, and it is a shoulder style quiver. It actually goes across your back, and the arrows come up over your right shoulder. I probably wouldn't have ordered one like that. I've never actually tried one like that. It's kind of like the old Indian style, quiver, but it's actually really nice. I kind of like it, at least just having it on here in the garage. So so that's where we're at so far on getting it set up and just starting to kind of figure out all the stuff that comes with it. Now, I'm not hunting, or at least I'm not hunting anytime soon, so I didn't bother putting the quiver on that goes on the bow. May or may not ever use that. You know, of course, that's the broadheads and everything as well. I may or may not ever use any of that. But that's where we're at so far on the bow. And I don't think I even mentioned this, but I went with an October Mountain Products Pro Tools bow vise, and as you can see, that works out really nice. My friend has an older style compound bow with a single limb, and it works great on that. Works great, obviously, on the dual limb style bow. But that's a great little bow vise. You know, it locks in right here and swivels in just about any direction you could possibly think of, which, you know, makes it really easy for setting up a bow, doing all your tuning, leveling, you know, putting on D-loops, that kind of stuff. So if you're someone that likes to work on your own stuff, which I do, that's a really nice little bow vise. So just thought I'd point that out real quick. So that's it for now, guys. I'm gonna go do some shooting. May try to get some video while I shoot. Of course, a lot of that's just gonna be getting it sighted in, and but at some point in time I will get some video shooting it, just so you guys can see from a side profile how it shoots, you know, the draw and everything, and we'll go from there. Also, I've got it set to I believe it's a 29 is my draw length, so I've got it set to a 29 and 60 pounds. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.